Hello everyone, we are here playing as Spark Agency, and against Andromeda again, once again, MikeJS, a subscriber to this channel. This is the official rematch. If you saw the video yesterday, you'll see the combo in action here, and Andromeda trying to deal with it. Won't give any spoilers away. This hand is pretty good. We have 2 advertisements off the bat, plus we have something to stick in front of HQ to prevent an immediate siphon. So I think we keep this. We also have hard-hitting news, so if they get a bit reckless, we can hurt them pretty early. A spiderweb is better, but it will cost us. So I think we go for the cheap and cheerful option first, with no sweeps weak. Spiderweb also useful for a scoring server. That's the word. So down to 3 credits. Not where Andromeda wants to be, because instantly you can't do Temujin. Turns off a lot of the resources and things like that. So if they can get like Dirty Laundry, ooh, Supplier, nice. That will help. But they still need money to be able to install things. So Spark has hurt them already. Aaron, that's less good for us. But if we do manage to land tags, we are flying it. Temujin as well, so we gotta try and ice up something. We do have these though, so Spiderweb could go on R&D. Turnpike could go on Archives. They can't afford to trash these either, so seems okay. Seems okay. Close counts. It's a little early for perhaps. So let's put Turnpike on. Spiderweb on Archives is a waste. Turnpike on Archives is also potentially a waste. This is okay on R&D, I think. Do we put Turnpike down? They can't afford it just yet. I think we can wait a turn. Maybe we'll find something like Pop-Up. That would be better for us, I think. Probably should have drawn again as well for another piece of ice. We need to get an ice down before they can get Temujin. Turning wheel, nice. So launch campaign they can still do daily casts. So let's draw, install, and install something. Draw. Install into a new remote. That will make Temujin better, but they won't be able to afford it. So that's nice. We'll put this on Archives, because these will run out. So they're going to have to spend their last credit on daily casts. I really wish I had CPC now. That is the card that makes Spark tick, assuming you can get them on a low credit value. Because they will spend time clicking for credits, especially the first couple of turns. And you can just make a lot of money really, really fast. It's a card I'm enjoying, I have to say. It's really good. Of course, timing is everything. If they get a Temujin down and they're racking up money, they're probably not clicking for credits, unless they have nothing better to do with their time. But otherwise, you can be in a pretty good position. So we need to find another advertisement. That will stop Temujin from coming down. Ooh, tapeworm being thrown out. That's really good for us. So 2 gone. They can put this down on... Well, they can put it anywhere, really. We would be okay with them playing here, or HQ costs them 3. They'll get 4 back. So it's not awful. We can throw Jackson out. It's the one server we can make disappear. And San, that's a bit too permanent for us, I think. So let's hedge fund. If they do run and end up on too few credits, we can hard-hitting news them. Server 3. So they'll get... Yeah, they will get a turn out of this. They will get 2 turns out of this. That was possibly a bad idea. That's okay. We have a lot more money than them. And hopefully we can start whittling them down again. But yeah, we goofed that. So we can get rid of the server and ensures they don't get their last 3 credits, or last 4 credits rather. That might be okay. We don't get the last 2, but that's fine. So we'll score this out. They get 2 counters on Aaron, which isn't great, but what can you do? So there's nothing to fear money-wise. Sifr coming out. But all of our stuff is pretty low strength anyway. Supplier is definitely going to make it easier to break down all we want to do. I really wish we could find... that's not bad. So put that out and we'll do... I think sweeps. Or we could friends in high places. Get out a couple of launch campaigns again. That's kinda okay. It's kind of a lot of unexciting choices, I think, but let's try this. So we can ping them for 2 credits, which isn't great. Discard to 5. We'll get rid of the sweeps for the moment, I think. We're okay for money, they're okay for money. You know. So we're paying a credit each, basically. Slums comes down. Fair enough. That's one way to get rid of these bits and pieces. So all of a sudden Sansan isn't so great. Let's draw 2. Let's put Sansan down into server 5. And let's sweeps. Or actually, let's put an ice on top of that. We'll get rid of, I think, the Jackson for the moment. We have 1 on the board and 1 in hand. I think we're okay for them. Now, unfortunately, we can get Aaron used somewhat. Yeah, Aaron definitely hurts this deck. Because we would like to get tags and then be able to close accounts, but not going to happen here. So they're going to take out our other launch campaign. That seems fair. And not having any issues with money. So let's get Sansan up. Let's get another breaking news. Not great, actually. Yeah, this feels bad. I think this is a mistake. Because it just gives them Aaron counters. Although we do get to sweeps, which is kind of hilarious. So, swings and roundabouts. That works out okay for us. And we can protect. Yep, that's fine. Saker comes down. Saker will be expensive. It's 2-5 to get through. Brings them down to 10 credits. They gotta start watching out for hard-hitting news then as well. Oh, they can't Sifr. Yeah. Means it'll only be 3. But then they have to trash this as well. Yeah, I don't think they come for it here. That's not great. Where are our good agendas? Good friends again. No, Jackson and blah. Let's put out a Sansan. No, let's hold a Sansan. I think we just take a credit and bin the food. So they need to be financially capable of getting through here, trashing this, and not leaving themselves exposed to hard-hitting news. So this cost us 4, cost them 3, but it does bring them down into kind of sketchy territory. So that's fine. We'll res this to lose a credit. They'll trash this, bring themselves down to 8. And if we can find an advertisement, actually we can friends them. If we can find enough advertisements. Yeah, okay. That's that gone then. Oh well. Pesky criminals always ruining our fun. But we do have another Sansan. And we do... Oh no, they slummed it. So hard-hitting news, it's kind of redundant. Let's get this going and let's pop this into server 5. Let's force them to spend some money. And we can res it when they get to the end as well. Okay, that's fair enough. So not much we could have done there, but I'm surprised it went for it. Like if we had Cobra, they'd be in a bit of trouble. Aaron, just damn good. Yeah, so we missed it. Political operative. That is not good for us. So, I suppose we'll put pop-up in front of HQ. Let's draw 2. Let's put pop-up in front of HQ. And let's put this in a new remote. And we'll res it. So we're the ones suffering for money, which isn't that fun. I don't think Friends is all that good at the moment. Nah. I think we can afford to throw that out. And political operative and Sansan is a problem as well. So we can score an agenda. But then they will get to political operative it. That causes just additional problems. I suppose launch, and I suppose sweeps. No, food. Yes, that makes sense. So HQ interface comes down. Let's trash this to make them think it's something that we're putting in. They can afford to run for Sansan though. That is something we have to consider. So they can run it. It costs them 3 credits. Then they can slums it. Not great for us. I think we're in a bit of trouble here. Surprised they didn't run that, but then again, they will get ARN tokens, so it's not all that dangerous. I would love to see an Astro. That'd be just super. But apparently it's not going to happen. So install into server 5. They don't have Councilman, so we'll just advance, and raise and score. So we're slowly ticking up the points, but I don't see how we finish this out. So they can take our last 5 here. Or we can do this instead. Might as well gain 1. Cost them 2. No, cost them 1. Because Yogg. And now Arn will allow them to remove for free. And then they can just start pillaging R&D really with Turning Wheel. So our other Sansan is going to go exiled. Yeah, hopefully we can find the sweeps, because, well, we have 1 more to find. Because they're going to use this on our turn, which means they'll have 7, which means we can just bounce back up pretty quick. Unfortunately, there will be another siphon coming our way, I assume. Oh. Yeah, that works as well. So, Astro. Why couldn't you have come out a little earlier? Because they can just keep continuing to check this. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. Let's install this into server 5. Force them to come check at least. And I think we put out Jackson maybe. Let's draw once. Yeah, let's put out Jackson. Probably should have clicked for credits though, just so we could afford to res this. We will use Jackson. Send back sweeps, and I suppose, no, let's go sensible, let's go hedge fund. I don't think the 1 credit tax is going to do much though. So let's see, do we have a sentry that'll kill something? Nope, unfortunately not. Information overload, that's what we're dependent on. Yeah, I don't see how we get out of this now. We failed to keep them poor, and now we're just in trouble. So C2, possibly Astro. Oh yeah, they'll see 3. So Jackson is going to be slumsed. Astro, yep. And that is pretty much that then. Surprised they haven't come checked here. Maybe that's the bluff and double bluff. They give me too much credit that I wouldn't stick an agenda in an easily accessible server. And Temujin's coming down. So if it looked like they were in any bit of financial difficulty, they are no longer. So another Sansan. That's okay, I suppose. They will slums it though. We could make them pay an extra 3 for it. Let's draw. Let's put launch out in a new remote. And I think we use it more for our benefit than hurting them at this stage. So apparently I should have just stuck the agenda in there and would have been okay. Instead we lost the Astro, and I don't see a way out of this for us. We have a couple of foods in here that are no good to us. We're not even going to get the pleasure of the launch campaign. And yeah. So at this stage it's just a matter of them putting on the pressure and finding the right cards, I suppose. So we won't show our hand. It'll depend on which they access first. They'll probably go Sansan first, the new card. Oh. Yeah, they probably won't slums that. Yeah, there you go. So what are our options? Just install things randomly. Try and slam something. They're checking everything, so installing things randomly is not an option then. So I think it's one of those lie down, try not to cry, cry a lot kind of situations. There's a Beal. So we can try and install a few things at once, but I don't know. So I'll put that on server 9. Take a credit. We'll at least make them pay or use an Iron token if they want to gain their last 4. But who needs 4 credits when you have 24? And when the corp has 7? So I think our only potential out is if we could install 5 things at once and hope they don't check the right thing. We also don't have enough assets left at this stage to even make them check multiple servers. So unfortunately, they kept an Aaron token. We will raise this anyway. Force them to lose 1. And trace 5. So they'll use their last Iron token and be able to trash pad. They could have used Political Operative. I suppose they're getting the Temujin as well, so why not? And we don't really have a plan B here. It's kind of just hope for the best at this rate of going. Let's draw one. And sure, let's sweeps again. So we have lots of money, but not much we can do with that at the moment. The scrubber arrives a little late. Play strike. So seems a little unnecessary. Does mean our pad won't, or our pop-up window won't be as annoying, but yeah. Put that in R&D. I don't even think we can get them with the fear of maybe this is a sentry. So apologies for the silence. Part of me just wishes they'd run more and finish this game because, yeah, R&D, or the remote is pretty much locked. With signs out of the game, there's only so much we can do. 12 cards left. I'm almost considering feeding them agendas because they're running all the remotes we put down. Really, they should just be checking R&D over and over and over again and running HQ. I don't think they need to set up quite as much as they are. Like, what's this Earthrise going to do for you? There we go. I don't think the Sports Hopper was necessary. I think you just run. You will win. Because yeah, if you're going to have Turning Wheel, you surely have to run a lot. Like, maybe they don't check R&D because they're concerned about a sentry. Maybe. But I think once you know a server and you do have something that rewards you for running, like Turning Wheel, I think you gotta go for it. Rebirth into Leela. Sure. Let's draw. Let's install this on HQ. And let's stick a beetle into server 5. Why not? Now they run. So I mean, the fear isn't there of a sentry. So I don't know why they're not just pounding here. So yeah, this Spark deck basically needs to set up an oppressive start, which we kind of did, but we needed this earlier. And we kind of ran aground earlier. Also, supplier did cause us issues, and basically means I can just get everything out for free. Kind of got the dream set up with Aaron coming out early, even though we kept them off Temujin for a while. This kept them kind of safe. We probably shouldn't have scored the 2 breaking newses. That was unnecessary. Astro showed up too late. So, there was a lot of bits and pieces that didn't work out too great for us. Siphon, again, I don't know. I'm going to ask him after, why not just hammer R&D? Because that is the way to go. I suppose you get Aaron to remove for free. But, yeah. Maybe I should start accelerating. I don't know. I think this is just showcasing a deck at this stage. Have they binned all their mongoose? They binned one earlier, I know that. They probably have a second in the deck. Or some sort of sentry breaker, you'd assume. Sure, let's get to 5, why not? Let's go down swinging. So I assume the idea now is to just build up enough tokens to see the entire of R&D and then run that. In which case, something like Rotor Turret would be hilarious. In the run, take out their barrier breaker and then just come from behind and somehow get score out. There's Mimic. So it took a while, but finally they got there. So I hope you enjoyed. I can tell you I did not. But thank you for watching. I assume this is going to be the last turn of the game. No, somehow it's not. So we're just going to try and get through this. 4 cards left in R&D. Surely there has to be something. So apparently we're going to check every other server instead of just seeing the bottom or whatever it is. Hey, there it is. So, hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.